Hey, friends. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that the industry likes to put us in pockets, right? When I first came to Nashville, I was seen by everybody that I approached or met with as a power pop guy. Now, that was curious to me because in New York, I was a folk or a folk rock guy or even maybe a country rock guy. But I obviously had a few different sides to my musical personality. And this is something I want you to think about. By no means am I saying, oh, just pick one genre and stick with it, because it's been proven by Bowie and some others that you can kind of morph between things. But the industry doesn't like it. They don't understand it. And you know what? Sometimes the public doesn't really understand it until you're established enough, until they've completely bought into you as a personality and a talent. And so when I got here and I was pitching all those songs, they were like, oh, these are great. I mean, because everybody likes power pop songs. At least everybody in the industry seemed to when I got here. They were like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll give you a deal, but then we want you to do this, But the funny thing is all the cuts I got with other artists were folk songs, because folk songs translated to other genres. They could be country, they could be soul. I got immediately like 4 soul cuts off of absolutely dead solid folk songs. They were nothing else but just simple folk songs because they translated. So you can do whatever you want, but I would try to focus on your particular strengths. What are your strengths? What genre? Like, look, I want to do slowcore and I want to do shoegaze, right? But that's probably not my strength. I love listening to it. I can do it a little bit, but I don't think I could do a whole album or multiple albums convincingly. So what can you do convincingly? What is the thing that if you were like on a desert island and that was all you could do, just that one thing, that's what you should focus on for a time in the beginning until you're established enough that people go, oh, yeah, they can do anything. You know what I mean? Or I'll buy anything they do. So try not to fragment yourself too much. Try not to split up your personalities, because on albums, especially when you're starting out, it doesn't work so much, because I can think of my first couple of albums. There were a bunch of different things going on there. I got lucky the second album, people talked about and bought and played on the radio. I don't know, we had a single too, so that really helped. But then right after that, I was a dummy, right? Instead of following it up with something exactly like that and solidifying myself in the industry, I went and made, an Oasis record, that kind of record. So find what you do, lock it in, do it really, really well. Establish yourself, do a few albums, right? And then start to branch out a little bit. In fact, in today's world of singles and EPs, dabble in it a little bit. If there's something else you want to do, release a single. That's not going to change everyone's perception of you overnight. Or do an EP of it and see how it gets received and start dabbling in other things. But remember, Bowie had success pretty quickly, after he went from David Jones to David Bowie. And so he was allowed to do that. And he was a master of the look. So think about this next time you're delving into where to go in your career, or if you're frustrated. Do what you do well, nail it, and then try some other things. Just my 2 cents.